doing some underwear design. I realized that when I studied at uni, my final collection was a menswear honeymoon collection. Um, I studied underwear design. So it was a menswear honeymoon collection. And I realized I haven't done a lot of menswear. And so I created some kind of like generic shapes that I thought, oh, I can adapt these to be something kind of interesting. So I've just picked this one that I made and I'm just going to create something a bit different. I think this month I'm just going to concentrate on menswear in a kind of like slightly different way than I have before. Um, there's not really like a particular reason why I haven't really been focusing on it. I think it was more about just kind of like getting to know the program and yeah, and so there was an element of trying to like get to know the program, see how everything worked, and just familiarize myself with all of the unique elements of it. And that's been really fun, I must admit. I do really like Clo. Not that I'm not going anywhere. I'm just saying that I like it as a program, and I think it is something really quite special. Mm. It does kind of annoy me that I can't ever um, curve the last line before I join it. And I suppose that's on me. I should do the curved line first and not second. But yeah, I just need to learn to do it in a different way. And it's like, that's just kind of how it is, isn't it? You learn to work in a different pattern, a different format. Okay, let's copy this and let's mirror paste because this is going to be the back. But I am going to... Oh, wait. There we go. Mm, okay, let's just do sewing first. So you go to there and you go to there. And where's the... So you will go... No? Well, none of that is quite right. Um, you will go... Ah, I see. I can't. Ah. Um, this upside down. There we go. Nope, that's still the wrong way around. Fine, I will do it manually. Mm, there we go. And you, move you away so I can move you back. And you are going to go to there. Okay, and then I'm going to unfold this with a symmetric sewing, and I'm hoping that will just mean that it should. Yes, and then you symmetric pattern with sewing, you will go there. I also realised I didn't actually sew you to the thing. I don't know if I want to. I sometimes like the design of the open, like under the arm section. Reverse sewing. There we go. Okay, doesn't look like there's any clipping. I mean, the t-shirt is certainly a little bit tight, but yeah, that's better. Okay. And now, because I wanted to do this anyway. Oh wait, I do it to the middle, don't I? Not to the other side because it duplicates. And then we're going to cut and sew. And then if I don't sew it to the middle, I then have the freedom to make this bit slightly lower as, oh, I did it wrong again, to the middle. Oh, I don't want an internal line. This is its own pattern because this is going to go from here to, oh gosh, about there. Why won't you? There we go. Oh, this song sounds really familiar. Okay, I'm now thinking that actually I should have made these slightly wider as opposed to sitting on top. That one is fine, but these side ones need to come out a little bit more. Okay, and now I need to create another one. I'm going to make this one slightly off center, slightly wider. Doesn't really matter as long as it kind of joins up in the end to this. It doesn't need to join up to that one, so this one can be a wider again. Yeah, why not? I suppose this one could come down twice. Oh, no. And then that way. Then that way. And then whatever happens, it needs to join up to that. Then that. Yeah, sure. Why not? Just follow the pattern of this one. There we are. Now I'm not sure which one I want to be the front and the back. Maybe that one is more interesting for the front, actually. Uh, let's see. There we go. So I'm going to... Okay, this one will have to be a little bit more careful because I do not want to... Okay, let's move you down slightly so that I can see where I'm sewing. But I'm going to need to be a bit more careful with this one because it's not symmetrical, so it's not going to sew any sections automatically. And I could leave these hanging, but if I then do anything with movement, the physics will just kind of like have this flapping every which way, which I don't want. So if that one is the front, that one must be the back, but it's reversed. So you need to go here. Is that right? Yeah. So now I need to sew the back section. So you need to go down and I absolutely adore segment sewing because it gives you such a freedom to be able to do things like this of like just having little extra sections and things, and there is something about that freedom that is just really nice, really, more than anything else. I don't think that's what I wanted. Is that what I wanted? Ah, that's what I wanted. No, I want the same fabric, so you go there. Um, you can go. Okay, so and so this one I made it slightly longer because it's going to kind of like bulge out at the back. The other thing is I'm going to need to move these. Now I know where they are sewn to, because, and I don't know how well this is going to work, but you know, we try something and we see how it goes, and that is the beauty of design, especially in like the digital sense of the I can try it. If it doesn't work out, just you know, control Z, try again. I can't see them. I'm going to say yes, and then I'm going to... Ah, see, I've done that wrong already. That's not what I wanted. I want specific lines. So I don't want that one. I don't want that one. Basically, none of the edges. There we go. I might do that first. So offset as internal line. Perfection. That's exactly what I wanted. And then I wanted to cut and sew them. And then I'm going to go like this, deselect the middle one. Yep, brilliant. And now I need to do the same thing for you. I might actually simulate this first before I start messing around with it. Yeah, that's what I wanted it. I wanted it to sit slightly away from the body like that. Um, Maybe that might be too away from the body though. No matter. move that back to 5. There we go. Okay, now that I've done that, I've ruined the but that's easy to fix. I just need to if I cut this, and then I should be able to unfold this with unfold with symmetrical sewing and editing, and hopefully it will just sew itself back to the top, apart from the fact that this is now no longer sewn to the top. Okay. Oh no, wait, that's sewn to the other side, so it doesn't matter. It's not sewn to the top at all. So that's absolutely fine and dandy. The only problem is now it's cutting through the top. Better? There we go. Okay, now I can do the same to the front section, which I might need to edit you because you are a very, very sharp curve. Okay. Right, so no, 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 no. And then offset as internal line. Okay. Cut and sew. All fine and dandy. And then everything but center. There we go. I'm loving these kind of like little points as well. Kind of like arrows directing you. I could curve them, but I actually kind of like them as a like a unique design. I'm not sure about this one though. Oh well. Okay, I kind of want to change the curve of this because I didn't mind the end, but I'm not a huge fan of the curve, to be honest. There we go. Um, ever so slightly better, but don't like that. You go to there. Okay, I am happy with that. Okay, now I need to do the same thing for you. Are you the front? Yeah, you're the front. So let's bring you two closer together and let's get drawing. So, no, where do you go? Like anywhere you like. Hmm. Make it 40.1. Okay, that will do. I don't like that curve though, so immediately need to edit that one. There we go. So no edges. And then so I'm going to just sew it before I start editing it, because I am going to make it slightly wider, but this was so that I could sew it into the places that I know I want it to be. It's like I am going to like stretch this out ever so slightly than it needs to be, and then there we go. And okay, let's put this over to the side. And the first thing I'm going to do is I'm actually going to see, that doesn't even make any sense because it should have selected, it should be everything, and I should just be, that's weird. Why are you, I hate that it's doing that. Okay, fine. Can I move this side? No, why? Ah, because it moves things out of place. Why does it move things out of place though? I suppose I have to go for the classic, just slightly stretch it out, which is kind of annoying because that's not going to give me the right sewing. That's irritating and I am displeased. Almost missed that line. Okay, so everybody, and then just the trims, just the edges. Oh, is that twisted? Must you? Oh, twisting is like one of my pet peeves. Okay, the question is, why is it twisted? Is it actually twisted, or is it just... Is that better? Okay, that seems sort of better. Okie dokie. I'm just going to make these one, nothing too extreme. And then what are you? You are 3, so you can be 3. Hmm. Alright, now we have saved that. Let's have a look at what that actually, before I continue, I am going to turn you into leather and make you, it's not going to be exact, but and then I'm sure I can change the laces. Or can I not anymore? Maybe it's only in the boots you can change the laces. No matter. Okay, you know, it's fairly simple, but I quite like it. I'm going to... Wait a minute. I just realised I made that fur. I don't think that's going to work. Let's have a look at the render, see what it looks like. Hey, thank you for joining the stream. I'm well, thanks. How are you? Okay, that might actually be too fuzzy. Yeah, I think I liked when it was just mesh. I'm going to go for... Do you know, knitwear never works out for me, but let's give it another go. Because the fur's interesting, but it's not what I want. I feel like... I don't know, I feel like I'm not really seeing the knitwear. I suppose I can sort of see it, yeah. That was not the one I wanted. Wait, was that the one I wanted? No. Yes to this. Let's go for A3. And let's go for 400. Okay, well that thinks about that. Maybe the knitwear's not too bad. To be fair, the first time I tried knitwear, it was with my old power supply, so I wonder if that also contributed. I don't know. Looking at this, I kind of feel like the knitwear's pointless because it's already a mesh. Feels like unnecessarily taxing the computer. Yeah, I don't know. I think knitwear's a no for this garment, which is fine. Let's move you from knitwear to... Should we go for plastics? Right, so if I stop and then I restart the render because I just changed something, so... I mean, velveteen denim is a really interesting look, to be fair. Oh yeah, I like that a lot better. Right, so let's go for one. Let's let the noise clear up a little bit first. Right, velvet is definitely one of my favorite digital fabrics. I love the way that it catches the lighting. Kind of makes it look like he's wearing stockings. I also went through the process. So as well as making some basic garments, which I should put up on Clo, I also made some new male poses. Wait, no, I'm not. I don't want to pick one yet because you're doing that. And I want to stop this, and then I want to save this in. So this will be R 001. And then let's go for 2. I'm trying to think of the most interesting angles. I feel like angled front profile and just plain back profile and then some poses might be a good idea. And then I'm going to upload this to the Clo Connect. I kind of like the representation of the leather more in the in the this window rather than the actual render window, which is interesting. Okay, I'm watching the stockings go down. Because it says 100%, but it's actually not done. Okay, now we've got socks. Okay, that looks okay. And this will be 2. And then let's stop the render. And then what is the best pose for this? Might be that one. What is this? Oh, this is one of the poses I created. Yeah, I don't think that's the best pose for this particular outfit. You got a little bit of clipping there, Lucas. There we go. I think maybe if that was the opposite way around. Can I do that? No, no, I can't. Um, what about this one? Mm, I don't know. Let's try this one and see what we think. I think anything sitting kind of doesn't do the pants justice. How about like a nice sports pose, maybe? Like in action. Hmm. That might actually be better, I think. I suppose it is more like sporty than anything else. Okay, no, I've cut the feet out by accident. There we go. Perfect. There we go. Touch nothing. Let it render. I'm just looking at my CPU temperature because it's at 63. I definitely have an A pose. Where's the A pose? There we go. Right, so stop this and we'll do this one because I think the right leg, when I say the right leg, I don't mean like in terms of left and right, I mean like the right leg for the design, like the correct leg is down. I will not move you to ground because it really doesn't matter actually. Now I can probably zoom in a little bit now though, because you're all kind of bent, kneeled down, so you can, so I might be able to get a bit more detail into the fabric. No, not that way, the other way. That might be too close. Even though that is a cool shot. I kind of like don't creating any images where they're already cropped and it doesn't give me the opportunity to place it somewhere and crop it for myself. At least this does this in real time, so I can check the position without having to like turn it off, check the position, turn it back on. So that's cool. Right, now I just have to wait for it to fully render and then fully load. Where's the line? Where's the like quality render line? I'm trying to look for it. There it is. It's kind of in a square this time, kind of going. Maybe it's always in a square, and I've just never noticed. I suppose it must always be in a square, like slowly going outwards from the side. I was watching a fascinating 1 minute paper that was all about kind of like real-time lighting, like things like lumen and nanite and all of those fun words. And it was talking about using a voxel method so that each independent square um, calculates the lighting it's receiving to get more real-time effects. And that, it's a really fascinating paper on like the how you could do that on an NVIDIA graphics card without it being overtaxing. And while lighting is not something I'm personally researching into, it is an important feature for things like this. And I'm very interested in kind of any advances because I'm always kind of thinking about, where is the industry going to be 10, 15 years? And also on a very kind of like personal level, where would I like it to be? What influence would I like to have on it? Not just personally, but in general, in terms of like societal influence for it to kind of like change and alter, and what do like games need to become in order to still be there in 20, 30 years, which is like really, really fascinating because I think of things like Mario, which, it's been around for a while, but when you look at the changes it made, and like you could argue that it didn't have to make those changes, but the changes it has made, and even like Pokemon, the changes it has made in order to keep it relevant, keep it in the spectrum of people wanting to play it. And I think about modern games and I think, oh, I wonder what you will have to do to adapt. And it's fascinating because marketing is not something I was particularly interested in before, but it's also a really key part of not just the making it, but how do you market it so that you're both including the communities and um, kind of like thinking about, well, actually, what might people want, but then also saying to them, this is what we're giving you, and it's what you want, which is, that's kind of fascinating in itself. Apply, exit, apply. I should probably rig this. I don't tend to rig characters. Oh, this one's quite quick. I suppose it's a really simple pattern. So I knew this was going to take quite a while. I don't want to click off and do anything while it's happening because I just kind of want it to get it done, bake everything, bake away. Polygon count's not too high either. I suppose for this I didn't change any of the polygon counts. I didn't feel like it was necessary. I mean, I could have. I could have made like these edges slightly lower. Sorry, slightly higher. I would have lowered the number to make the lower the number of spaces between to make the polygon count higher. Excuse me, but I don't know. It seemed unnecessary almost. Yeah, sure. Apply rigging. Why not? Right, I think I'm going to end this stream here. I'm pretty pleased with first September underwear set. Um, I think I'm going to do like a fantasy one next, or I might go for like a leather steampunk but with buttons instead of buckles. I don't know. I have so many ideas for like lots of different garments this month, so I'm not sure exactly which one I will do next, but I'm pretty excited and thank you very much for joining me and